Joining me now to discuss, host of the Becket Cook Show on YouTube and author of the book, A Change of Affection, A Gay Man's Incredible Story of Redemption. Becket Cook, thanks so much for being back with us. It's great to have you.
Good to be here, Allison.
So, Becket, Texas Christian University is now offering this drag course. Is this not a total catch-22? I mean, they may as well just remove the Christian title from their name at this point and just call themselves Texas University, because this is utter blasphemy. What are your thoughts?
Well, this is happening at many Christian universities across the country, and it's not surprising because this LGBTQ ideology is infiltrating these Christian universities, and what the trick is, the universities are telling the parents one thing, but they're indoctrinating the children, the kids that the parents send them to college to. They're telling the kids and teaching them this LGBTQ ideology, and so the parents and the donors are kind of not even aware of what's going on in these colleges. Mm-hmm. And so that's what needs to happen. They need to stop sending money to these colleges. And I always tell people, parents, if they send their child to university and pay $200,000 and their child is a women or gender studies major, their child is going to graduate and end up pitting their mother for being a, quote, stay-at-home mother, and they're going to hate their father for being toxic masculine. So it's a lose-lose situation. I think parents need to just pull kids out of these colleges and stop donating to them.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And anytime, as you said, there's a gender studies professional, you know it's never going to be a good ending. I truly believe anyone who attends this school and truly loves and is living for Jesus should walk out and absolutely protest. I mean, this is just completely sinful in nature and goes against everything the Bible stands for. Becket, why do you think we're seeing this agenda being pushed so hard specifically in Christian schools?
I just think I think a lot of Christian schools fear losing their Title IX. So they are going along with the agenda of our government, and they want to appease the government in order to keep their Title IX status. And I know that's going on specifically with one Christian university, which I can't mention, but that's really what's happening. And so I think when they're pushing this gender studies stuff and this gender ideology, they're kind of winking at the government saying, yeah, we're on your side. But then they're telling, as I said, they're telling the parents a totally different story. So I think it's like they're caught between a rock and a hard place, and they want to try to please both sides, but you can't please both sides. You have to choose a side, pick a side.
Absolutely, and there's no compromising with evil. I wish the parents would
That's
acknowledge
right.
that. Well, while we're talking about indoctrinating kids, overnight trans summer camps are now the latest trend amongst children as young as 4 years old. Apparently, these are popping up all over the nation, many of which operate from secret locations where counselors basically reinforce attendees' gender dysphoria with things like voice training, chest binders, and makeup. What happened to the previous message of just accept yourself? And if this type of activity was even remotely acceptable, why the need to operate from secret locations? I mean, these counselors sound more like child predators to me.
Yeah, and I predict that these children who are being indoctrinated at this very young age, and by the way, who are these parents and why are they allowing their kids to go to these camps? But I predict that these kids, when they grow up and become adults, there's going to be a lot of lawsuits going on in this country. Yeah. Kids are going to be suing their parents for allowing this, for basically child abuse. Yeah. And I think this is going to, come back to bite the parents, and I think that's going to eventually be pretty much the end of this, because it's not going to be able to go on for much longer.
Yeah, I don't think it's sustainable whatsoever, and it's sad that we need to go through all of this, and so many kids are at the forefront of this abuse, as you called it, which it absolutely is. So hopefully it leads to a radical shift in mindset and changes people's hearts, because it's not going to be sustainable, as I said, for the future. And that's why I think it's just so important to continue to stand up and speak out. Pushback does work.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.